So today we're going to learn about our new math standard. And it states that students will be able to determine the relationship between multiplication and division by applying the inverse operation. And let's break this down and figure it out, okay? So vocabulary. Multiplication. Let me see if I can call on somebody that can read this for me. What strategies we use in multiplication to find the answer. Let's see. Cash, go ahead.
Combine equal to repeated adding.
So those are two strategies that we can use, combining equal groups and repeated addition. Let's see about our strategy for division. Call on a lucky friend that's going to read this for me. Adrian, let's read.
Repeated sharing equal groups. Repeated subtract.
So those are two strategies that we can use to find the quotient in division. We can do sharing equal groups and repeated subtraction. So now we're going to see how are these two related, meaning how are they the same, and how they are different. How is multiplication and division the same? Let's see who can answer that for me. How is multiplication and division the same? Let's think about it. How is multiplication and division the same? What strategies can we use for both? Journey? Equal group. We can use equal group for both to find the product, which is for multiplication, and to find the quotient, which is for division. Okay? Now I want to know, how are they different? How are they different? What can we do? What strategy can we use for multiplication that we cannot use for division? How are they different? Adrian. You want to pass it? All right. You want to pass it to Kylie? Okay. So we use repeated subtraction for multiplication, or do we use repeated subtraction for division? Okay, let's think about it. Do we use repeated subtraction for multiplication, or do we use repeated subtraction for division? Cash? For division. Say that again for me, Cash, one more time. For division. We use repeated subtraction for division. All right. So what about multiplication? What can we use for multiplication that we cannot use for division? What strategy can we use for multiplication that we cannot use for division? Cash? Repeated addition. We can use repeated addition for multiplication, but we cannot use it for division. Good job. So now, we are going to learn about inverse operation and how all of this relates. Okay? So inverse operation. Inverse operation is a pairs of mathematical operation in which one operation undoes the action of the other. So as we see here, 5 times 4 equals what?
20.
20. So if we take 20 and divide it by 4, it's going to give us what?
5.
5. So that is the inverse operation, okay? So in order for us to find The answer for multiplication, we have to do what?
Divide.
Divide. That is the inverse operation, okay? Let's watch and see how they did this. And that's going to give us what?
5.
5. Good job. So now we are going to apply the inverse operation to some equations, okay? We're going to apply the inverse operation to some equations. All right, so now, Ms. Perkins is going to work this one out. I see that I have a question mark right here. So I don't know what this number is. And I see a multiplication sign, a times table. 6 equals 36. So in order for me to find this answer, I have to do what?
Repeat it.
Divide. I have to divide, okay? I have to complete I have to apply the inverse operation. And the inverse operation of multiplication, we have to do what? Divide. So I'm going to divide, cross that out, and I'm going to divide. So I need to divide 6 into 36. So I am going to, what 3 strategies can we use to find the answer for division? Because we are applying the inverse operation. So the strategies that we have to use has to be a division strategy. When I call your name, I want you to give me one strategy. Akila, one strategy, please. Equal groups. All right, Marcel, what's another strategy we can use? An array. And Aaliyah, what's the last strategy we can use? Okay, we have array. What's the last strategy we can use that's not written right here? Polly. Repeated subtraction. All right, so Miss Perkins is going to use equal groups because she likes that one, okay? So that's a strategy I'm going to use to find the quotient so I can find out what my missing number is, okay? So I'm going to use equal groups. So I need to do 6 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need to equally distribute 36 to each group. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. All right, so now I need to find out how many did each group get. So each group got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I know what my mystery number is. And my mystery number is, everybody? 6. So if I say 6 times 6, then I'm going to rewrite my equation by plugging in my answer. 6 times 6 equals 36. And that is how we apply the inverse operation to find that mystery number. Okay? So now I am going to do a division. So the inverse of multiplication is what?
6.
The inverse operation for multiplication will be?
6.
The inverse operation for multiplication will be, Cash? Division. So I have to apply the inverse operation for this division equation. And the inverse operation tells me that if I see a division sign, I must multiply to find the answer. So I'm going to cross that division sign out because now I need to multiply to find this mystery number. I have 3 strategies that I can use to find that mystery number. Or if I know my facts, I don't have to do any strategies, do I? Because I know that If I multiply 2 times 5, I will get
Nothing.
what's my answer?
2.
2 times 5 is what?
10.
10. Did I have to use any strategies?
No.
Because our brain tells us that 2 times 5 is 10. So my mystery number is 10. So I'm going to rewrite my equation. So my new equation would be 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Right? Raise your hand if you don't understand. All right, Kylie, what part don't you understand?
What I don't understand is 10 multiple. What's that again?
Where did I get 10 from?
You got 10 from 2 and 5.
Okay.
What
So
I
I,
get is 10 and 5 and 2. That's supposed to be 20.
that's supposed to be 20.
Yeah.
If I divide 10 divided by 2, what will I get?
Oh, I get it. It's not time.
It's not a times. It's a what?
It's a division.
A division sign. Good job. So everybody understand? Thumbs up if you understand. Good job. All right. So now guess what?
Do it by ourselves.
You are going to do some practice. All right? So it says 7 times a mystery number equals 21. You guys are going to show me the strategies, or if you know what the answer is without using a strategy, I want you to write it on your board. I need top markers. We are going to write in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. We are applying the inverse operation. We are going to look at that sign, and we are going to determine what should we do, because this sign tells us that we need to multiply. So what is the inverse operation of multiplication? Let's work it out on your boards. Work it out. Work it out. Good job. Good job. Okay. Equal groups. Good. Equal groups. Demonte, good job. Array, Akila, I like that strategy. Equal groups, I like that one. I see most of my friends are using equal groups. Array, good. Okay. You have an answer? Good job. All right. Okay. Let's pause. All right. All right. I have a couple of more friends working it out. A couple of more friends working it out. Let's check that. A couple of more friends working it out. I'm about 80% of my friends. Okay, equal group.
29.
What did you get?
3.
Okay. And use equal groups. Good. All right, so I have 100% done. I want my girls to hold up your boards. Girls, hold up your boards. Girls, what's my answer, girls? 3. 3 is my answer. Good job. 3. All right, let's try our next problem. I have a mystery number divided by 10 equals 5. Erase your boards. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's work it out. I have a mystery number divided by 10 equals 5. I am applying the inverse operation of division. When I apply the inverse operation of division, I should what? Multiply. So when you are multiplying, you are using those multiplication strategies to find your answer. You are using your multiplication strategies to find your answer.